All right, welcome back to another daily review. I'm going to start doing daily reviews every day. This is kind of just for me, like my trading, how I traded, and yeah, just to keep myself in check because my trading has not been very good because I've been over trading and over leveraging in some of those trades. And as we see today, I did the same thing again, and I ended up getting a little bit lucky that my analysis was good and ended up actually making $300, which is kind of like my weekly goal. I know it's not like crazy amount, but that's my weekly goal and that's where I'm at, and I'm content with getting that. But like this doing what I did today is not sustainable at all, and in the past it's led me to blow accounts, and I need to tighten up. Like, just because I hit my weekly goal does not mean I did something good. And it's already Monday, like the market hasn't even been closed and I already hit my weekly goal, which is kind of a scary thing for me because like that means I kind of did something wrong. And I over leveraged and I overtraded. I tried too much and I ended up over leveraging on the one trade, and I ended up making my weekly goal. So I just want to start off with a little Bible verse, James 1:2, I believe. Count all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. I kind of like to put this at front of my daily review because like it reminds me that you're going to face trials. You're going to have trials in your trading, but in the end, that's going to produce faith, and faith's going to have its full effect that you may be perfect, complete, lacking in nothing. You got to go through the trials to get who you want to be. And you don't always have to go through those trials, and like I've been doing, I've been making the same mistakes, kind of like mistakes like these. Like this is way too much. So I started off on the live stream, as you probably saw, taking a good trade. I wanted to enter here. I should have entered here, but I just hesitated. I hesitated on this trade. I could have entered on immediate rebounds, but I just failed to do so. I entered up here, or even here to here, like first presentation high. Like this is a perfect, like this is a great trade. This is a nice bread and butter trade. Like that's all I need. That's all I need. And then we end up just consolidating here. And what am I doing? I'm selling, and then I'm buying here. I'm selling, and then I get stopped out, and then I flip my bias. And I buy here. Oh, we're not going lower. We're like going higher. This was just a retracement into this for value gap. We should speed here, but no, we're just consolidating. And I buy here, get stopped here, and I don't even know, bro. Sell here, and then I buy two here, and then I add another contract here. So I'm in 3 contracts right here. Then we end up trading higher. I end up getting out here at my draw on liquidity, which ended up being a nice exit, and then I enter my last contract gets taken off here. Which, I mean, this is not sustainable. I don't want this, and the thing is, like, my trading shouldn't be like this. If I get this, I should just step away because, like, even though I want price to trade higher, I don't need to be in it to be profitable. Like, my draw on liquidity didn't really even get hit till the end of the day. So I could have got this here, just stepped away, and then I could have even entered, like, some in here or even here at the end of the day. But I end up entering here, getting lucky, and end up actually hitting my weekly goal by over leveraging, which is not a good thing. It's not what I wanted, and if I keep on doing this, I'm just going to blow my account again. So I need to get that hit. So this is a good trade. This is a very nice trade. I'm very pleased to know that something like this is all I need to be consistently profitable. Like, I don't need draw on liquidity reached for me to be consistently profitable. I just need something like this, and this is the reality of trading. I just need this, and I just need to be content with that, and then just get on with the rest of my day. What can I do instead? I don't need to perform for anyone. I don't need to act like I'm someone I'm not. I don't need to act like I got everything together to other people. I just have permission to go outside, read the Bible, a book, or study. I don't need every market fluctuation. Needing every market fluctuation to be right on my terminus is the number one thing as a trader that will kill me. Yeah, and it has. And here, like, I've already gotten a trade. I've already been profitable on the day, but I just want my terminus. I just want to be in that trade to my terminus up here, and I don't need to be in that to be profitable. I don't. I can just watch it. I can just tape read it. I can paper trade it, and which is kind of like, once I get a trade, just paper trade. Just get one bread and butter setup and be content with that. That's what I really want to focus on. Once I get it, go to paper. Like, even if I make more money, like even if I were to make like $4,000 today, if I just build my house on sand, I'm just gonna crumble, you know. To just get out of there. Trade with one micro kind of is helping me. Trade with one micro. I don't need to be over trading, over leveraging. And yeah, that's just kind of how I traded today. I end up actually hitting my weekly goal. Here's the account, 317 on the week. I'm done with the week. I am just going to be paper trading, and I'm content with that. Even if I do end up possibly making more money in a live account, I don't care. I don't care. I'm done for the week. I'm just going to be paper trading, and I will build discipline that way. So let's kind of get into the weekly review, what happened. So here we had NFP week on a Monday, so it's a week I want to be trading, and we had no red folder news. So what is the setup likely going to occur? Pre-market, true to form, 850 macro creates an intermediate term high. While watching this, I wanted to see price stab up here and then take this SIBI and these relative equal highs, but we never ended up doing so, leaving this as a draw on liquidity for later in the day. We stab these relative equal highs, but we don't take this high in this SIBI. That's what I wanted to see. And then we end up trading lower. Buy side taken. Shift to market structure. 830, 930, 930, not 830. 930. Boom. We careen. I never said that before. We end up just displacing lower. First presentation doesn't get traded back into. Just heavy. We hit this. This is a old daily low. Old daily sell side liquidity pool. I want to see. Was this like 50 points below? Almost 100. So we end up trading below that. This acts as inversion. This is a buy side imbalance here. This is where I originally wanted to enter on this trade, but I hesitated. My setup, and then we end up trading higher. Here, I ended up entering here, getting out here. Beautiful trade there. I should be done. I should be done after that. Then we end up trading up lower into this breaker, and here we have a 5-minute fair value gap. We end up trading into. Notice how we're never trading below this low. After we trade into a 5-minute fair value gap, I don't want to see this low get violated. And we trade up higher into this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, constant approach to that. What are we doing? We're trading sell side, buy side. Sell side offered, buy side offered. Now this is balanced. It should not trade below constant encroachment. We trade right to it. We mohawk it a little bit, trade higher. And look at this midnight opening range. Perfectly respected here, and then we have the -1, -0.5, and -1 standard deviation of that on both sides of the range. Gets hit here, and then this is where I end up exiting my trade. This actually was a nice exit. I'm just looking for this SIBI. I'm not looking for this, which is kind of like my other, which was the higher target I had, but I just wanted to get out. I just wanted to get out of here because I didn't want to be in that trade any longer, quite frankly. And we traded lower, midnight opening range, wicking outside of that a little bit. Honestly, I don't really like this retracement. This kind of was a deep retracement. And then we traded higher into this order block here. And then we end up trading into target. And here I want to point out, these are two 15-minute fair value gaps. Right here, and then right here. If you extend those, you'll see this is where beautiful bodies are respecting that. And we use it here. Originally, trade lower, trade up higher into this, then we trade back lower. What are we hitting? Midnight opening range, standard deviations. This also is kind of like a weird, I didn't really like this at the time, but if you look at ES, it makes sense because what is ES trading into? ES is trading into a new week opening gap, constant encroachment. We're balancing out that new week opening gap, trading hitting constant encroachment, expansion. Then we have IOFED here, trading up higher, buy side imbalance. And where do we end up trading into? Cluster of daily lows. Acts as fair value for the algorithm. And we also have a new day opening gap here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful day so far, honestly. And I just want to point out, like, when does this move start? 1:30? 1:50? 1:50 macro? 2 p.m. Right at 2 p.m. It's when hourly candle opens up. And I believe it's when the next 4-hour candle opens up as well. Yeah, that hourly candle opens up at 4 p.m. That 4-hour candle opens up at 2 p.m. And then If we look at here, we're using that same sell side imbalance here, trading into it, mohawking into this buy side imbalance, and respecting this inefficiency perfectly. Displacement, consolidating around new week opening gap, and old daily low, trading up higher, drawing liquidity hit, and we're not really trading much higher. I'm curious to see what we do for the rest of the day. I'm assuming that we might want to trade back into here, or this might be a draw on liquidity for tomorrow, or we just consolidate here, or we might get another leg higher here. But I'm content with enough. I've got my weekly objective. I kind of did it not the way that I would have liked. I ended up over trading and kind of breaking I guess my rules. And yeah, I'll only be paper trading, but I'll still be live for the rest of the week. And that's how I traded today. Anything else? I want to point out ES real quick. ES used first presented fair value gap here. Perfectly hit constant encroachment. Then we trade lower into sell side. This is a 30-second imbalance, I believe, or a 15-second imbalance. We trade lower, and this is just offering a nice little bread and butter setup here. From here, once we respect first presented fair value gap, is ICT teaches this, you can drop down into a lower time frame. That next fair value gap is a sell, and just very nice, like 20 handle setup, which is actually a lot. That's more than enough. And right there, boom, you're done. And then here we have first presented fair value gap. We trade above it. We use it here to trade up into midnight opening range into relative equal highs. And then what do we have here? First presented fair value gap. If we trade below first presented fair value gap and we use it as a premium array, we're going to want to see this low. So kind of when I was looking to short, like I don't need to be in here, but if we confirm this as a premium array, there's going to be another array for me to target, to trade off of, and then to trade into this low. So I didn't need to be in here when ES is still still respecting that first presented fair value gap. And what do? We compress within that, and then we expand. Also look at this buy side imbalance, lines up with that, and then we end up trading higher. No, never ever does ES turn bearish at all. We're using midnight opening range here on ES. We're trading higher. Old daily highs hit. This is an old buy side imbalance on the 15-minute chart. We're trading back lower. Look, old daily low. Old daily low hit perfectly. Trading up higher. And then into the close. We're here. And then new week opening gap hit perfectly. And yeah, that was like my daily review. I'm going to do one of these every single day. And I'm also going to have a PDF format of that, and I'll post that in the Discord. So hopefully you all have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and God bless.